Wait, why is there 3 chickens? There's a chicken for solid, a chicken for liquid, and a chicken for solidus.
9 years ago.
Why is this?
I injected it into your body.
And then there's an empty cage. Welcome everybody. I am sorry. I had issues with the audio and then I didn't hit record the second time. And so here's a small little montage of what happened when there was no audio. All right, so we just finished watching these militiamen take on whatever that group of soldiers was and a beast. Oh shit. Ah, you motherfucker. Dude, why? Come on. Dude, it's just like I press it and then it goes. Alright, let's not cause any more commotion. Let's just sneak on by. Oh, we got the theme of Solid Snake. I want to listen to my iPod a little bit. Artist. Albums. Metal Gear Solid 3. Oh no. Solid Portable Ops. Metal Gear Music Collection. 8-minute song. Metal Gear Acid. Exclusive in-game podcast. Hold on, what? Hold on. Why isn't it recording? And then in the meantime, when I did have audio, I basically came into this area, got seen by one person, saw him. This is him. Oh, what is that? A ration, I'll take that. He found me in the locker. I took him out. And then I proceeded to take everyone else out. Someone is waking up from their nap and I need to get into hiding. I am absolutely sorry, guys. I listened to the whole podcast.
Use extra caution.
I can't believe I did that. And you know what? We're gonna listen to it again.
And now,
We're gonna listen to it again.
Integral Podcast.
Because I want it on recording.
Recorded at Konami HQ in downtown
Because this is
Tokyo.
actually
host,
some
Ryan
pretty
Payton, for the
interesting
exclusive
information.
in-game broadcast of
Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast.
Welcome to the first ever Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast, number 1. It's going to be included
How do I
in
download
MGS4.
more? Because they were talking about
As you know,
downloading
playing
more.
through the game, as you're doing right now, you've got the iPod equipped.
Yep,
and
I
you're
do.
listening to this show.
I've got. You
and
can't
you'll
see
be
it,
able
but
to
it is
download
equipped.
future shows in the,
right over
in the
there.
coming months. But first, let me introduce Aki Saito, who's joining me on the program.
Hi everyone.
Thanks for joining me, Aki. It's kind of weird. We're in the future now. It's 106 days in the future that we're recording this.
Yes.
Or that we're broadcasting this. We're recording this in February, knowing that this is going to be burnt onto the Blu-ray disc for millions of people to enjoy.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, I've never been burnt on a Blu-ray disc before.
Oh, come on.
Me neither.
Yes.
So people listening to this, they come across the iPod in MGS4.
Yes.
They come across this episode and they're wondering, now what exactly is this? What is this for? Good question.
It's just well, actually, there's a lot of meanings, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, to ease the tension when you're playing the game,
Right.
Things like that as well.
You can play your own music. You can play this. You can ease the tension by listening to our voices.
Our
Understood.
stupid
The state of
conversation.
alert has been lifted.
And
Resume positions.
you also ease the tension of Snake
Yes.
because his sight gauge will fill up
Someone's
if you're listening to
running.
music
Exactly.
or if you're listening to this program.
Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast.
This is really cool in the game. Obviously, as players know, they're playing this on an Apple iPod, not just a generic MP3 player. Now, Aki, you worked on this project. You worked on getting approvals from Apple. Can you talk about that process of getting the iPod into the game, which is very cool?
Yes. Well, because
Ooh, right
always
between the
comes
eyes.
up with cool ideas, and at that time, still is. Everyone had has an iPod as their favorite music player, and we thought, as Hideo, Mr. Kojima, is a great Apple fan as well. We thought that why not we put the actual iPod in the game and for Snake to use as an item, which is a cool idea. So
Wonder if
really,
that chopper's gonna
working with
sneak
Apple
up on me.
They're really nice guys, actually.
And you're a super fan of Apple.
Well, yes, me too. Hideo and I are the last sole survivors within the company to have the Mac PCs on our desks and work on it.
But you take it a step further. You have a competitor's laptop. It's a PC-based laptop.
Yes.
With an Apple sticker over their brand, over their logo on that laptop, so people from a distance think you're on a PowerBook or something.
Yeah.
Can I please go up here?
Actually,
No.
I customize inside as well.
Boo.
So 'cause at home, I've always been an Apple user, and it's I changed the inside as well, and it's I don't know, it's just more fun when you're working.
Right.
You don't get dull, and you want to work on a computer that you love.
Well, you like to be that rebel, you know.
Yeah. Well,
But it's funny. But it's funny because you don't have to be a
that.
rebel if you're outside of Japan. Like especially like in the States, you know, you see Macintosh, you see MacBooks and all over the place. But really, the iPod is synonymous with MP3 players, and so we've gotten the game. Did you have to go through a bunch of different checks?
No,
Yeah,
I want to do this.
I did a couple of rounds of trying to get approvals, but what I did was, this was really cool. They actually wanted to see how what you guys are playing right now, how this will work. So what I did was I went to the studio and I made a video with, you know.
Okay, can't get into the
production.
tents.
Thanks, guys. And we made a cool video.
Why would you want to
and
wake them
made
up
sure
is my thing.
that can be played on an iPod as well.
Oh,
you know.
slick.
So I sent that DVD
Right.
over to Apple, and they really loved it, and they gave me approval on that. So
Oh, cool.
screenshots, usually, you know, this happens only on screenshots and text-based explanations.
Sure.
But I thought, this is.
You want to see it in motion, right?
Yeah. So you know, usually you kind of ask them to come into the studio and that kind
Can
of
I
thing.
crawl through here?
That
Okay,
wasn't
so
possible,
this is if I wanted to
made
be
a cool video,
extra sneaky.
and they seen this part of what the players are doing right now. So everything was recorded, sent it to Apple. They loved it. It was great.
I got
Perfect.
a suppressor.
Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast.
So the plan for this podcast, and I can actually say podcast now because I kind of steer away from that word sometimes because it's really a radio program and not necessarily everybody's listening to it on an iPod. So why call it a podcast?
So I can't
But
go into.
this time we know everybody's listening
Can
to this
I?
in the in-game
No.
iPod. You can't download this on our website
What's
or
back
through
here?
iTunes. This is
Noodles.
exclusive to MGS4. You can listen to this program, and we're gonna have future programs as well as music that will be coming out in the coming months after the release of MGS4 that you can be able to download. And we're gonna be talking about the making of the game. It's kind of like a director's commentary, which is it's something that's never been done for games before.
How much
I mean, this is
more
format,
time?
Yeah, this format is really cool. I mean, usually
3 minutes?
the director's
4
commentary
minutes.
or making of is done on a bonus disc or things like that. But of course,
I think I got
we
everything.
could have that, but it's so cool as an item in the game.
All right, let's
And you actually
pause it
have
real quick while we go through this door. Because I didn't know if it was going to be a cutscene or not. Oh, I totally forgot I can use him.
Hey, you! Get over here!
Yes?
Get over
We're
here.
having connection problems. Go check it out.
Yes, sir. Otacon, wait here.
Oh man, it's like I got Otacon with me at all times. I just realized that. Definitely Ocelot, yeah. Liquid Ocelot, okay.
Liquid.
When did we start calling him Liquid instead of just Ocelot? $140.15.
I knew it. Snake, you're here to kill Liquid, aren't you?
That's the mission. Are you going to stop me?
Rat.
My mission is to
PT-01.
inspect the PMCs. I'm not in a position to take action. All I can do is stand by and watch. I can't help you, understand? I'm a peacekeeper, here to keep order.
Understood.
So if I shoot, will she attack me then? Is that what she's saying? I'm very surprised Ocelot would put himself in a position to just get shot. Now she has a scope on her Desert Eagle.
Activate it.
How is no one else seeing Snake right now? And how is Ocelot not seeing Snake?
What?
What? What? What?
Ultrasonic warfare? What is going on? And why isn't Akiba affected? It makes him crazy? What's going on?
I never thought it would be so easy. But these results... refreshing. Don't you think?
Liquid! What is going on? Even I'm affected by it. But I'm fighting it.
Brother! It's been too long. Liquid. Rejoice! We're not copies of our father, after all.
We're not copies of Big Boss?
Freed of the shackles of fate. Snake. Brother. We are free. Watch, Snake. Watch as I surpass my own origin.
Naomi? Were you working with liquid this whole time? What is she injecting herself with? Suppressants?
Snake, if you won't be a prisoner to fate, then go. Fulfill your destiny.
What is Naomi doing working with snake or liquid? And when did he finally become liquid and not Ocelot? So whatever they called those geckos, they follow Ocelot, liquid Ocelot. So it's still liquid no matter what, but now it's liquid Ocelot.
Hey, are you alright? Grab on.
Total playtime 5 hours, continues 4. Liquid Sun. Okay, total playtime 5 hours, continues 4. Alert phases 24, kills 55, recovery items used 10, weapon types produced 18, flashbacks watched
21.
Special items used none. So I get an extra 5,000. Okay. Did we complete a chapter or something? It's got to be what happened. We completed a chapter. Took us 5 hours to complete a chapter. Okay, I was about to say, is something gonna happen? Mission briefing. You can also view this mission briefing from the main menu.
One, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, we've seen this.
13, 21,
Wait.
34, 55, 89, 144, 233, 377, 610, 987, 15, 97, 95, 84.
Anyone in the comments care to explain what that is? Where can I look that up? What does that mean? Is that the latitude and longitude that we're going to? Is that what that's supposed to be? Is that Olga? Is this Olga's kid? Are me and Olga married? Because me and Olga were definitely working with working in the second game together.
Uncle Hal? The eggs? They're done.
Uncle?
Thank you, Sonny.
Snake!
So, back from the dead?
I don't remember the sun being so flat.
Sorry. I'll dig in right away, Sonny. And would you make some for Snake, too?
Okay.
Hey, none for me, Sonny. Shh.
What is...
How long
Select
was I
button,
out?
show help.
A whole day.
Someone saved my life.
Yeah. It could have been Meryl and her boys.
What's going on?
Don't worry. They're doing fine.
That's a PlayStation 3! They have a PlayStation 3 right there.
You okay?
She's making me more eggs.
My body just seized up all of a sudden. This is normal. It's not my joints or muscles.
It looked like the PMC soldiers all went haywire en masse, too. I thought it might be a form of ADS, but I didn't detect any aberrations in the EM field. You were lucky. Some of those guys' hearts simply stopped.
She was there. Naomi was at Liquid's side. Otacon, did you see her?
No, but you're right. Naomi was there. I found traces of her DNA in that syringe you were holding.
So it was Naomi. Why?
Here, let me show you something. Right after it all happened, I got a video mail from
What is this?
It was sent to my old address.
Oh, it's an Apache. What is going on? What is... there's like 3 different camera angles. 4 if you count, I don't know.
Here you go.
Thanks, Sonny. They're delicious.
But you haven't even eaten any.
We grown-ups have to watch our caloric intake, you know. Oh, but thank you. I was looking for this.
You're not watching your nicotine intake.
Sonny,
You're not watching your nicotine intake.
you really hurt her feelings.
Yeah. Why don't you teach her how to cook eggs then?
Like I know how to cook.
Why don't you teach her how to
Hey,
cook eggs?
Check this out.
Oh my god. What is this game?
The data's been quarantined. No viruses. The voice print matches Naomi's. And I'm fairly confident the video isn't digitally synthesized either.
Snake, I'll make this quick. I'm in South America. I've been captured and forced to do research. It's Liquid. Liquid's goal is to seize control of SOP, the sons
What
of
is she
the
doing?
Patriot system that controls the soldiers. To do that, he needs to analyze the nanomachine
She packing me a
structure
care
and find
package?
out how they communicate with one another. The nanomachines currently in use by militaries and PMCs are 3rd generation. Their design is derived from that of the 1st generation.
Wait, why is there 3 chickens? There's a chicken for solid,
I was the one who
a chicken for liquid, and a chicken for solidus.
9 years ago.
Why is this?
I injected it into your
And then there's an empty cage.
Technology used in Blackstar is incorporated, inherited really, by SOP. That's why Liquid has me helping him hijack the system.
Okay, that's why he's helping. You're helping.
Rescue me. Liquid's found a loophole he can use to get into the system. Preparations for his insurrection are nearly complete.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's making cup of noodles. Oh, an iPod.
There's no time to waste. Nick, hurry.
Got iPod music.
Naomi sent her location data in a second file. It's a type of encrypted data. Sonny decoded it.
She's playing a PSP.
Remember now? This is data from the Soliton radar you used at Shadow Moses.
Oh, what?
I'm guessing Naomi wants us to know the message truly is from her. Sending the map data in Soliton radar format. Pretty clever.
Raiden is his
And Mei
background.
Ling's helping us out from Hawaii.
Did you see that? Did you see it? His background is Raiden.
The data she sent was 4D sound data. I don't know how Soliton radar works, but all I had to do was change the audio data into video data.
What is that
It
little
was easy.
character on that monitor?
This Naomi lady seems pretty cool.
He's got a little mini Rex.
It's Campbell.
Snake, as you'll recall, following the Shadow Moses incident 9 years ago, Naomi was detained by the authorities.
Hey, can I see what game you're playing?
Someone arranged for her escape.
Yeah, I hear they added that to my rap sheet, too.
I suspect it was actually Liquid. He must have taken her prisoner himself and forced her to do research at his facility in South America. Chances are, the location Naomi gave us is the site of Liquid's main base.
But there's no...
Oh, now I can't get down.
There's an ongoing skirmish between a new regime put into power by PMCs and a rebel army formed by remnants of the old one. The rebels have hired a small-scale local PMC of their own to stir things up. It's the quintessential example of a war economy market. The new regime is still in shambles, so it's really pure Ramamon, one of the PMCs under Outer Heaven control, that's calling the shots. You might say it's a perfect place for Liquid to make his haven.
Or it could be a trap.
True, but even so, the payoff would greatly aid our efforts.
I had Sonny trace the origin of Naomi's mail. The address is fake, but Sonny was able to track the message back through its proxies based on access date timestamps.
There we
and
go.
Transfer volumes. Apparently, the message originated from a server in South America. I wouldn't exactly call it 100% credible, though.
Colonel, where's Meryl?
I know she left the Middle East in pursuit of Liquid. I'm sure Arsak is on to us by now. We can't chase that line too far.
Which leaves Naomi as our only lead.
I've secured you landing clearance at El Dorado International Airport. You'll be acting as a UN inspector.
I wonder what this
South
is.
America. That's about 20 hours from here. Then what's the plan?
I'll arrange for them to get you a 4x4. The location Naomi gave us, the PMC's base, is in a mountainous region surrounded by forests. Use the 4x4 to get as close as possible to the PMC security perimeter. From there on, Snake, it'll be a solo sneaking mission.
Run.
Just like every other game. Who's that lady?
Thanks. The rebels are still pitched in battle against the PMCs. The commotion should help you slip into the facility unnoticed.
20 hours until we land. Got it. I'll have a look at the documents. Maybe I'll even have a smoke while I still can.
That's actually pretty cool. You can like, there's like, I love that. That is so cool. We acquired the camera, acquired a battery, and Boktai 2 theme from Solar Boy Django. That was really cool. So that's Olga's daughter, Sunny. I can only assume Olga's daughter because there's a picture of Olga and she looks like Olga. Okay, so we're not going up against Praying Mantis. Who is this? This is someone different. Pierre? Act 2, Solid Sun. Not sun as in a my son, but sun as in the sun. S-U-N, not S-O-N. Oh, getting some Metal Gear Solid 3 vibes. We're back in a forest.
Colonel, how deeply are they involved in all of this?
The Patriots, you mean?
The data we got from Arsenal Gear was a load of crap. 12 founders who have all been dead for 100 years. Give me a break. We know they exist today. If the purpose of this battlefield control system is to control IDs, it fits in with their plans perfectly.
Seizing control of the world's ID systems and then using them to manipulate the economy and information flow. For the Patriots, that's the ultimate prize. You might say the Patriots are the embodiment of the war economy.
Everything that Solid has feared 5 years ago, it's all come to pass.
The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information.
You gotta press it as many times as you can. That's
now, with the media and global opinion under complete control, not even the UN can stand up to them.
Then Liquid's insurrection is against them.
Exactly. It would seem as though Liquid has taken up Big Boss's cause. An age of persistent universal warfare. A world where mercenaries are free from domination. In a sense, the Outer Heaven Big Boss envisioned is already a living reality.
You mean the PMCs and their war business?
Right now, Liquid is a slave to the Patriots, forced to fight their proxy wars for them.
He must be dying to break free of their spell.
Beneath the surface, a new Cold War is brewing between Liquid and the Patriots over who will survive.
Like this?
And no matter who wins, the world has no future. Until we stop Liquid and destroy the system, we'll never be free.
Snake, what we call peace is an equilibrium kept in check by the war economy. Destroying the system means wiping out the information society, the end of modern civilization. Like it or not, we may have no choice but to protract the system.
Snake, here's what we know about the current battle. Rebel guerrilla units are advancing on the base of the government PMC troops. That base appears to be Liquid's safe house. According to Naomi's data, she's being held prisoner inside the compound.
Fighting Gundams now?
That's where she is.
Assuming the data is correct. And one more thing.
What now?
The government PMC troops have been operating at high altitudes. We have reports that it's starting to upset the balance of the nanomachine control system.
Meaning?
Meaning the low blood oxygen content seems to have an effect on their nanomachines, giving them a slight edge in battle. Be careful.
Steer clear of altitude sickness. Got it.
Alright, so altitude sickness is a thing. Oh, it's that weird Doc Ock lady again. And who the hell is... Or who the hell are you? Vamp? Wait, Vamp is back? Is that Solidus as a woman?
Isn't here.
No, that's... Was it? It definitely was not a face of Snake last time we saw them.
Leave one.
Don't forget this face. This is the face of the bastard who killed your comrades.
She's perpetuating fear of us into people so that way when they see us, they think we're the bad guy.
More guerrillas will be coming to storm the safe house. He must be among their numbers. Sooner or later he will come. Don't let down your guard.
Didn't we kill Vamp? Okay, that's what I thought I saw the first time. It was like some sort of Git mask.
Otacon, what the hell?
That was Vamp. I'm sure of it. I'll never forget that face.
Those were PMC soldiers with him. Is he involved in Liquid's plan?
We watched him die in Manhattan. Damn it, he won't leave us alone. Snake, could Vamp be immortal?
Not a chance. This is the real world, not some fantasy game.
I swear, the
This
next
is
time he
not a
shows
fantasy
up...
game.
Now, Otacon.
Right. I know. Snake, according to satellite imagery procured by Mei Ling, the facility where Naomi's being held is to the north,
Wait, Mei
along
Ling's
a mountain
back?
road. I'm sending the location to your map.
Mei Ling? What's she up to these days?
Taking command of the Missouri, apparently.
The Missouri? That's a World War II battleship.
The museum contract in Hawaii expired some time ago. I hear it's now being used as a virtual training vessel.
No kidding.
Not for actual combat training, of course, but rather to get sailors used to seamanship on an analog vessel. Or so I hear. After the mess at Shadow Moses, Mei Ling kinda got put out to pasture.
Even so, making captain at her age, that's pretty impressive.
Rumor has it she caught the eye of some lecherous old admiral who got her promoted. She always did have a thing for older men.
Maybe it's too early to retire after all.
Thinking of taking a little training on an analog vessel, Snake?
No. At this point, I've got no need for any more training.
Fair enough. Listen, Snake. When you get there, remember, the conflict between the PMCs and the rebels has nothing to do with your mission. There's no reason for you to get involved or take sides. That said, creating some sort of impact on the battlefield could produce better conditions for sneaking. The rebels are targeting the facility being used by the PMCs as a base. This is more or less the same spot where Naomi's being held. If you aid the rebels, they might get rid of some of the PMCs and help carve a path for you to sneak in.
That freak I just saw, with the tentacles, Was it using the same octo camo system as my suit?
Yeah?
I thought that technology was of your own design.
Actually, I kind of based it on some designs Sonny snagged off the net.
And the data came from?
DARPA.
The DARPA.
So in other words, we're on equal ground technologically.
Sorry. I guess I should have told you.
And by the looks of things, they know I'm coming too.
Yeah, it could be a trap. Stay sharp.
Interesting. All of the stuff is starting to come into play.
It's to the north.
It's to the north. All right, well, we're going to call you one more time.
Naomi's lab is north of your present position. The direction of the lab is indicated on your radar. Use it to plan your next move.
Boring.
The low oxygen levels in this high-altitude mountainous area must be having a negative effect on the nanomachines. The PMCs are showing signs of unusually aggressive behavior. Watch your back, Snake. The rebel soldiers are in the plaza now, rounding up the prisoners they took in the last battle. Remember how I was telling you the PMCs are getting more and more prone to violence? Well, there's a fair chance this might not turn out so well for those rebels. Normally, I'd advise you to continue on with your objective, but I feel for those guys. Look, if you do decide to do the right thing, you'll have to take down those PMCs. It's your call, Snake.
We're going to help the rebels. We're going to help them. We're going to help them. I feel like a good guy today.
The PMC the regime hired is French, isn't it?
It sure is. Pieuvre armement.
Oh,
Octopus armaments.
okay.
Why?
On this battlefield ad I'm looking at, it's written in French. Les tentacules de la pieuvre pour votre guerre. It means something like arms of the octopus, arms for your war.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Fluent in 6 languages. You know, I bet the octopus never saw it coming. Somebody using its limbs to design a wartime advertisement?
You use what you can. That's what we humans do.
Sounds like something a Procure on-site expert would say.
Is that so, Otacon?
I'm kidding.
I love their banter.
Head for Naomi.
All right. Let's actually look at Drebin's shop. How do we unlock weapons? I want to use the P90. What is this? An emotion magazine. Beauty and Beast. Interesting. Maybe if I go to my weapons. Yes. Okay. There we go. This is how we do it. We just try to equip it. Alright, I'm gonna actually put on the P90, yeah. What is that girl doing? Look, I think she was just playing on her. Forget that I have basically 2 sides. It disappears right there, okay. Dang, we have to go far as fuck. Let's try to actually sneak.
Stand up. Move along.
Alright, maybe we will be able to...
We're under attack.
HQ.
This is HQ.
We're under attack.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
No! Can I load? Can I load? I'm sorry. Hold on, hold on. I...
This is HQ.
All clear.
Understood. The state of alert has been lifted. Resume positions.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't quite say that. I wouldn't say everything is, kosher clear, you know? I tried to be sneaky and then I failed. Everyone's big sleepy. Oh, I'm surprised. Can't go in there. Hell yeah. Good thing I'm using the night vision. How the hell would I get up to the top area?
Get up! Hey! Hey!
Everyone fell asleep on the job.
Wake up! Get up! Come on, wake up! What? Something just... Hey. Who's there?
What's going
Who's
on?
that?
It's the enemy!
Suppressing fire!
This is HQ.
Enemy spotted.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
I'm absolutely sorry.
He there? What's going on?
We got a hostile. We got
got company!
Oh, dude, his back. Oh my god.
When you find it, you want to listen to it,
right?
And you could actually still play the game while we're
Does this not decrease my stress?
All sorts of stuff. And we're going to be providing background info on the game about different areas of the game, like, you know, the creation of those areas, as well as strategies, so you know how to defeat bosses if you're so inclined. But the question is what to do about spoilers, and I'm still thinking about that.
Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast.
This is HQ.
As Mr. Kojima surmised on the Japanese side of this podcast, in the Japanese version of MGS4, this is probably the listener's second time through MGS4. I don't know about you when you played MGS4, but you know, you play it once and you know that, oh, the second time I'm going to try this different route, or I'm going to try these different items or these different weapons.
They said in the podcast that it would help with like his stress, I thought.
Because the first time through you want to listen to the Harry Gregson Williams soundtrack, right?
Well, no, the first time actually you're so tense trying to clear the game.
Yeah, you didn't even know what's going on.
Yeah, so I did know what the iPod, you could use the iPod, but you have you have to use it as an item.
Right.
And you want...
Alright, this isn't decreasing my stress. Let me smoke. I need to smoke some cigs.
Snake, the guerrillas you liberated are probably well versed in local geography. Following in their footsteps might be the fastest way to get you where you need to go. Something to consider, anyway.
I didn't set them... They kind of... set them free as...
Snake.
Strong
you know
words.
The men and women in the rebel army were once regular soldiers in the national army. When the current regime seized power, they were either stripped of their ranks or left of their own accord. At any rate, the vast majority were in the army when the old regime implemented the SOP system.
Hold on. You're saying they've got nanomachines in their bodies?
Exactly. But when the regime changed, the system expunged their IDs. That's why they can't use ID guns and fight with naked guns instead. On the other hand, it also means the government can't control the rebels' actions through the system. Or you can look at it another way. If you get a weapon from the rebels, there's no need to involve Drebin. You can use it as is.
Nice. I'll have to remember that.
We already found that out. Man, okay, I really fucked this up. I don't want to kill... I'm not here to... Not really here to punish anybody, to kill anybody. Oh! Yes! 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 Yes, 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 yes. 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 Dude, comment on the box, bro.
We got a hostile!
No, we don't.
HQ, come in.
This is HQ.
The enemy is attacking from an unknown position. Alert status.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Hey! Who's that? We got a hostile!
Bitch, no!
This is HQ.
I found the enemy. Send more units.
What happened? There's something wrong. Support unit. Confirm their status.
No, please, please, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Okay. What does square do? I don't mean to purposely put this many people to sleep. It just happens that way. I was like, there's got to be other ways. Or something else over here. Wow, okay, all the way out here for a Playboy. Dude, why is my stress so high? Like, I mean, I get it. Like, I got caught, but like, now that everybody's gone, shouldn't his stress, like, become lower? Items. Bit of psych and warms the body when consumed. Open. That doesn't take my stress down. The only drink that can keep Snake going 24 hours a day. Quasi-medicine dosage, once per day, 15 and over. Effects. Ideal as a nutritional supplement for any of the following: body fatigue, loss of appetite, women who are peer pregnant, nursing, and physical. That's not what I want. Let's just equip it and see what it says. Stores life, psyche, and will, when consumed. Okay. What does that do? Effective against muscle aches, sore joints, and bruises. Restore psyche when used. Oh. Okay. Let's keep that on. Snake's back hurts. He's an old man. $14779.
Snake, there's someone I'd like you to meet.
Oh, shit.
A member of the mission staff. A psychological counselor.
Psychological counselor?
A lot of soldiers can't handle the stress of battle, end up panicking. She'll be useful in helping you understand the mindset of both the PMC and rebel soldiers.
She?
Rosemary.
Is that Rosemary from the second game?
Nice to meet you, Snake.
Jack's
This
girlfriend?
is Rosemary. She used to work as a data analyst at the Pentagon, but moved to combat support during the Big Shell incident.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. She was in charge of Jack's files, wasn't she?
After that, she studied psychology. And now she's a counselor with CSP, the Combat Stress Platoon.
Yeah, I hear psychological counseling's the hot field these days. Increased combat efficiency and productivity, all without ever picking up a gun.
I'll be acting as your personal counselor on this mission. Since the passing of the new millennium, one of the most important issues facing today's military is the mental care of its soldiers. I can also provide advice on soldier psychology from a threat assessment perspective. Contact me anytime. I'll be standing by here at home with Roy, but I'm on a different circuit. The frequency is 147.79.
Her advice will have a positive effect on your psych gauge.
140.
Survival on the battlefield depends on your psychological well-being. Lose your cool and your body stops doing what you tell it to. Even a veteran soldier like you.
I know. Mind, body, technique. Some things haven't changed with time.
When your psyche is running low, ask her for advice. It'll help keep you in peak condition and focused on the mission.
By the way, Colonel, isn't that your house?
Well, yes.
Then the woman you married, the one that Meryl was talking about.
Is Rosemary, yes. Didn't I tell you before?
News to me. What about Jack?
Jack?
Jack, from Foxhound. Codename Ryden. I seem to remember him being engaged to Rose.
Oh. We lost all trace of him.
Jack's gone. I used to work with the guy. He saved Sonny from the Patriots.
He disappeared soon after that.
What about you? Jack disappeared and you just moved in on Rose?
I was consoling her over her loss, and one thing just led to another.
She's young enough to be your daughter.
Yeah, lucky me, huh?
Now I see why Meryl was so disgusted.
Meryl said something about me.
Yeah, I believe her words were, "I'll never forgive that womanizing piece of shit."
I see.
Colonel, you knew she was our informant in the Middle East, didn't you? Was it you who put her up to it?
Yes. I used my connections in the army to get Meryl the job.
You wanted your daughter someplace where you could keep an eye on her.
Look, everybody involved in the incident at Shadow Moses either lost their job and status, or in the case of Meryl and Mei Ling, got brushed aside. Meryl wanted to make a comeback, a difference. We can't all be as strong as you, Snake. Some of us can't bear living like pariahs.
Since Shadow Moses, I've been branded a criminal.
I think of it as my own small way of making it up to my daughter. My own flesh and blood. In any case, call Rosemary if you ever need advice.
Wait, hold on. Is this their way of completely writing Raiden and Jack out of the story completely, just by like, yeah, we lost contact with him. Yeah, I married Rosemary. That's why he's no longer in these games. That's why. I'm be pissed. I'm be really pissed if that's how Raiden / Jack gets written out of the story. Not some like, oh yeah, he died doing this, or like some elaborate lore. No, he's literally written out just like, yeah, we lost contact with him. He went missing. I married his fiance. It's whatever. But let's give her a call.
Yes, Snake?
Just here for my checkup.
There doesn't seem to be any problem with your psych. So far, so good. Proceed with the mission.
Got it.
Snake, the gauge below your life gauge is your psych gauge.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Then you'll hear it again. The psych gauge affects the rate at which your life gauge recovers.
Was that not our stamina bar?
In other words, how fast your wounds heal. It
Is
also
stress
greatly
different?
influences how well you perform various actions. When your psych gauge is full, your life recovers quickly and you shouldn't have any problems doing what you need to do. Remember, your body isn't the only thing driving your performance. Your mind is every bit as important.
Hey, I don't let my mental state affect my combat efficiency.
You may think that, Snake, but the truth is, you're not as young as you used to be.
Could have fooled me.
It's your psyche that's keeping you alive inside. So you better take it seriously. Keep a close eye on your psych gauge.
All right.
Let's call again. That's not what I was hoping
What's
for.
on your mind?
Just checking in.
Your psych is looking good.
Okay, so hold on. Actually, no. 140, 85. Wait, one more. That was where the colonel was calling us. I can't call the colonel. Fuck you. Okay, so my stress is different than that bar, the 4 bars underneath my health bar. The stress, I feel like, will impact the psyche bar. But if my psyche is low, that's when I start performing bad. And that's when I need to call Rosemary. So wait, people liked Rosemary enough for her to come back, but people hated Raiden, and Raiden didn't come back? I feel like there's something wrong there. I feel like there's something wrong. We're gonna see Raiden. Raiden's coming back. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for stopping by for this episode of Metal Gear Solid 4. This episode, dude, I failed a lot. I fucked up. I fucked up a bunch. I promised to hopefully do better in the next episode. What did it take us, like 5-6 episodes for me to finally get good at stealthing in Snake Eater? Same with all the other games. It takes a while to get stealthy. But at this game also feels like it wants me, like with the amount of different weapons there are, that it wants me to shoot. I'm not too sure. You leave your comments down below on, should I go silent? Should I not go silent? What's the better option? Without spoilers. Leave a like, subscribe, because I know most of you guys aren't subscribed, and I love you.